the silver moon. Oh, a night in old New York, my love, where romance forever glows. We'll dance with whispers high above in the twilight's tender prose. The jazz notes float through hazy skies as the city hums a lullaby. We'll let the past and future lie, just you and I, my sweet ally. Let's steal a kiss by Central Park, where lovesick poets dream. In your eyes I see that spark, reflecting the skyline's gleam. Oh, as the taxi cabs rush by, we'll hold on tight and twine. With each heartbeat we'll touch the sky, in our love solace we'll find. Oh, a night in old New York, my love, where romance forever glows. We'll dance with whispers high above in the twilight's tender prose. The jazz notes float through hazy skies as the city hums a lullaby. We'll let the past and future lie, just you and I, my sweet ally.
In a smoky room where shadows sway, the band plays tunes of yesterday. Our hearts entwined in sweet embrace, lost in time, we find our place beneath the glow of dim-lit lights. We whisper tales of secret nights. Your eyes, they spark a midnight hue, a world just made for me and you. Whiskey dreams, they linger on in every note, our love's sweet song. The dance may end, but still we'll be locked in that timeless reverie. A gentle breeze, the curtains sway. The night wraps up and dawn gives way. But in this moment we'll remain, two hearts a beat and free of pain. Your laugh, it echoes soft and clear, a melody that I hold dear. Through times of joy and shades of gray, your song's the one I long to play. Whiskey dreams, they live
Alright, hello everybody. How are you? How are you? We good? My mic was kind of like messing up earlier. Okay. Hi! If I wasn't scrolling through YouTube, I might have missed this chill stream. What do you mean? I always ping it in the Discord. The only way you would have missed it is if you weren't paying attention to the Discord pings. That's the only way you would have missed it. No Twitch stream? Nah, it's too late for Twitch. Yeah, no, I was going to. I was going to today. Really, I was. It's just that we had some last minute company. Yeah, my sister came over for dinner today, and you know, we can't say no when she comes to visit, since it's very rare when she comes. So not to mention I had to like wash the dishes and stuff. And I was watching a show with my dad. I thought we were gonna watch like 2 episodes and stuff, and that's when my sister came. So yeah, I really wanted to start early today though. Well, not early, but like go on Twitch, but too late. Almost feels like she's trying to avoid us. I'm not. I've been busy. I've been busy during the day. I have some stuff I need to take care of before some stuff, okay? I'm not purposely trying to avoid you. Where on earth would you get an idea like that? Hold up. There you go, that's better. Yeah, where on earth would you get an idea like that? There you go, that's better. What, do you want me to switch to Twitch? Is that what you want? You want me to switch to Twitch or what? What is your goal here? What is your goal here? Too late for Twitch? Yeah, it's too late. Usually if it's like 8:30ish p.m. or after, that's like what do you call it? That's like too late for Twitch. So I just come on YouTube. She hates Twitch chat. That's not true. That's not true. You know I don't. I would never say something like that. Not at all. Never, ever. Most family stuff does come up. Thank you. Thank you. See? Yeah, stuff just came up unexpectedly. Sometimes it's not. Yeah. Stuff comes up. But I'm here now. I'm done the room and everything, so yeah, we could do that. I'm ready to hopefully go back to like regular streaming, you know? At least I hope. Me just saying it's unusual. I mean, like, this is where I've been streaming for like the past like 2 times, I think. Yeah, I mean, not yesterday, sorry. The other day was to test like the audio of the room. It was when like I finished setting up all the padding and stuff. And today, yeah, that's really what I've been doing. And on that topic, this past weekend I celebrated my sister's 18th birthday, and we had a blast at the party. Everyone was there. Oh, nice! Happy belated birthday to your sister. Happy belated birthday. 18. The milestone between teenage years and adulthood. Also, you can cross-stream, by the way. Yeah, I know I can. Yeah. But I really don't like using OBS. I can't use the emote wall. There's just like some features that Streamlabs has that OBS doesn't. And yeah. And plus, like, OBS is weird. I don't like OBS. But, you know. And plus, like, it's really hard to keep track of stuff because, like, if I'm concentrated on like, Twitch chat, for example, and, like, I got YouTube people hanging around, I can't do that. I can't check on both. It's like having 2 children as, like, a single mom, okay? Sometimes you pay a little bit more attention to one, only to neglect the other, even though you don't want to. You know? So, you know what? Why on earth would I make that comparison? You know what? Just ignore me. Just ignore me. We're staying up till 1 a.m. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. What are you still doing awake? Go to sleep. It's worth waking up early. 3-year trial period? What? What 3-year trial period? I don't know what that is. Or at least what that's for. Just when I was pouring in tequila to go live, that must be a sign. Damn. It's 6 a.m. here and I'm awake. 6 a.m.? What are you doing awake at 6 a.m.? At 6 a.m. I'm still like dead asleep. I'm dead asleep. Nothing can wake me up. Nothing. Nothing. I have been going to bed like, well, not going to bed, sorry, like sleeping like really late these past few days. And I've been waking up like super late too. Like, don't tell anybody, but today I woke up at 2 p.m. Shh. That's our little secret. Who am I kidding? This is going up on YouTube. You know what? No. Okay, maybe this is a good thing, okay? I haven't been uploading shorts on YouTube, so YouTube algorithm is probably mad at me. From 18 to 21. 18 to 21. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Does that mean I'm no longer in the prime age years? Yeah, cause I'm in my, I guess what you would call mid-20s. So does that mean I'm old now? Nah. You know what I would call old? I'd call like 35. 35 to 40 is old. And I'm still I'm not that close to 30 yet. Oh, I'm like aunt. I don't want the aunt route. I mean, not route, sorry. I don't want the aunt title. I'm still young. You're no longer in the trial period, so now I have to pay up? No. No, I'm not gonna do that. You crazy? I should tell my fiance you said that. No! I'm sorry, I take it back. I'm sorry. Well, what more do you want me to say? What else am I supposed to say? I personally just think like mid to late 30s is like when you start going all middle-aged. No. You know what? I take that back. 40 is middle-aged. 30, your 30s is like you're almost middle-aged. 20s, that's like the prime life. But you know what? It's not fair. It's not fair, okay? I spent my 20s, my early 20s, so like 20, 21, 22, I could not enjoy it because that was the pandemic. I can't say the actual thing because it's YouTube, so. The pandemic era. So I was not allowed to go enjoy my 20th birthday. I couldn't celebrate my 21st birthday. I had to stay shut in. So that's not fair. The pandemic. Are you into conspiracy theories?
Lost in dreams of times we've known.
Your mid-20s, you're practically a hag and undateable. Damn! I guess I'm single for the rest of my life then. Oh well. I guess I'm single for the rest of my life. I'm too late. I'm too late. I was too busy studying. Too busy practicing. I mean, not too busy on studying and like working and stuff. And the pandemic took my early 20s away. I got the short end of the stick when it came to this kind of stuff. Not really? Okay. I'll live off of that. That sounds better. Wait, there's still the hag maxing trend? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? I've said this, and I'm gonna say it again, okay? The oldest, I do not want younger than me. Even if it's like 1 year, okay? No. It has to be my age, or at least, and I'm being kind here because it was lower before, 5 years older. That's being generous, because it used to be like two or 3 years older, but I'm being generous. I don't know why I'm calling it generous. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say I've lowered my standards. No, I have not. I still like, it's not like my expectations are high, okay? It's just like tiny details. But I'm not gonna be like, he needs to make $100,000 a year and he needs to be 6 feet tall. Nah. Me personally, I would much appreciate it if he was my height or taller. But like, I'm not gonna say like he needs to be 6 feet. If he's 5.9, then no. Nah, I'm not that picky. He's my height or taller, okay? At least 5 years older. That's the limit, okay? When he reaches 31, that's too old. That's too old. I mean, it's not too. It's too old for my preference, at least. Okay, and I've said this multiple times. I'm a lot more into like personality than physical appearance too. Like, but this is the thing though. I gotta make sure that they take good care of themselves. Okay, like they know how to like be healthy. Okay. That way they can bring me to the gym more often. I could go to the gym more often. I do like in-home. I do like home exercises. Because 1, I can't afford a gym. And 2, I don't have a car to go to the gym. And 3, the only good gym is like a 30-minute drive from where I live. I'm not going to say the name of it because I'm not doxing myself, but you know. That's what I'm trying to say. Gotta be someone that's gonna force me to go to the gym. But I don't want younger than me. Because I feel like I would be like the mother in the relationship, okay? I would be like the mother in the relationship. And I don't want to be that, okay? I want like equal grounds, okay? Okay? Everyone puts in the 50%. Okay? Everyone puts in their 50%. Hello, Zanza. How are you? Don't be hating on unks. I'm not hating on unks. I'm just saying that I would not prefer them. They are personally not my preference. And he still... Oh yeah, my parents have a 10-year age gap. Ah, wow. You want to know something even crazier? My grandparents on my dad's side are 17 years apart. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. 17. Let that sink in a little bit. Ugh, yikes. It was hilarious when a 5 feet girl told me I'm too short for her. Like, girl, I'm 20 centimeters higher than you. Psh, those are just those picky girls, you know? Picky, picky, picky. I'd probably say that because they were looking for like a 6'5" guy, and you're just like, I don't know how tall you are, or how tall that person was, I don't know. But like I said, they can be 5'7", because that's how tall I am. 5'7" or taller. Okay? That's me, but that's me. Planet Fitness. There's a gym that I really like that it's the one I was talking about. It's really good, and it has a pool too, and a sauna, so I really like it, and it is kind of affordable too. But it's like 30 minutes away by car. Imagine going by bus. Not to mention like work-wise, okay? I finish like 5:30 at the latest. I'd have to like go home and eat and like go to the gym. Unless I wanted to wake up at like 4 in the morning to go to the gym, which I am not willing to do, because I go to bed late. What if I feel like the father? No, because I wouldn't feel it to be realistic enough. Surely you won't be a mother figure with 1 to 2 years younger guys. Well, I know that. It's just that, I don't know. I have a lot of weird things, okay? I have a lot of weird things, and that just happens to be a weird thing. That it would just be weird if the guy was younger. I'm sorry, but that's a me thing. I'd say that despite me acting quite dumb most of the time, I am still quite mature for my age. Sometimes. Don't try to prove me wrong. I know I'm right. I act dumb sometimes, but it doesn't mean I always am. Okay. As long as they were adults, it is whatever. Well, obviously they have to be adults. Like, I am not aiming to go any younger. No. And by the off chance, I'd say 2 years top. 1 year top. Sorry. 2 years is already too much. But I am always aiming my age or above. I really just don't want younger. Sorry. Scratch that. Not even like 1 year. Sure as hell go 1 month. 1 month younger. I feel like I skipped something. Hold up. Yeah, she wanted someone 6 feet or above. Oh. Well, like, I can understand why for some like girls, I understand why they would want like tall. That's because what? Oh. Yeah, I can understand is because like some girls, they're like, if he's taller or if he's more muscular, then he can protect me and stuff like that. So I don't judge that. But like, I would start being like, don't put your like expectations that he has to be 6'5", because some basketball players are 6'5", and they're tall as hell. I mean, like, yeah, tall is good, because like if we're like walking down the street downtown at night and they can like protect me, like, great, yeah. But like, is it a necessity that like he has to, like, 100%? No. my size or higher. If she does not know who Ben 10 or Yugi, then she's not the one. I know who both of those are, though. I used to watch Ben 10 when I was a kid. I used to watch Ben 10 as a kid. But it was the OG Ben 10, not when they started readapting the cartoon and stuff. I watched the OG Ben 10. The animation did look a lot weirder though. Back then. The monsters looked really cool when he would like transform. When he would transform. That was really cool. I remember back when it was like just not just releasing. I'd say like when it was getting popular. That's a better way to put it. When it was getting popular, a lot of people, mostly like the boys, especially like in my school, everyone wanted the Ben 10 watch. Okay, everybody wanted one. They would go to Toys R Us. Okay, and like if they would come to school with like the Ben 10 watch, everyone would go like crazy because they were like, I want one. How did you get one? How much? Well, not how much. I want one too. Can I borrow it? Blah, 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 blah. And then us girls were like busy with like the freaking like shaped rubber bands. I don't know if you, I forget what they were called, but like these like shaped like rubber bands that we would use as bracelets were like huge with girls. Okay. I don't remember what they were called, but like I had a lot because I thought they were cool and I wanted to fit in. It was mostly because I wanted to fit in. What if the guy is a 10 out of 10 but he plays Math Mech? Oh, then that's a no. I'm sorry. Sorry, no. If you play Math Mech, Labyrinth, Runic, Cash, what else? No, I don't really care about that new one much yet. Because every single one I've been against, Ryziel, I've either won or they've surrendered. So, you know what? Ryziel hasn't been much of a challenge yet. But again, it's because I'm like in the lower ranks too, so. Let's see what else. Trap Tricks. Oh, no. He cannot be playing Trap Tricks. No. No Trap Tricks. Let's see. Voiceless Voice. And I can't think of any yet. Yeah, those are the one. Those 7 archetypes are a big no-no. Ben 10? You don't know what Ben 10 is? I can't believe. Okay, then you're definitely not in our age range. Well, even not that much though, because Ben 10 was rebooted, and it's the one that we know today. Oh, you know what it is? Okay. At first I thought you didn't know what it was, and I'm like, there's no way you don't know what Ben 10 is. A guy doesn't need to be tall to protect you. He just has to know how to fight. A short dude can drop a tall guy if he knows what he's doing. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying that height isn't much of a priority for me. It's not a necessity that he has to be 6 feet tall. Cause like, yeah, like you can take like martial arts for example. He could be my height and take the guy down. And I would very much prefer that if by the off chance he was shorter than me or the same height, that he knows martial arts or like how to fight or something. I would be 100% fine with that. So I agree with that, yeah. But that's just like, that's my way of thinking though. Like every single lady has their own, or not even just ladies, like everyone has like their own view of what they want in a partner and why. Okay? I'm just going by like the YouTube shorts that like show up on like my YouTube recommended. But like it's always like these women that are like, he has to be 6 feet, he needs to make $100,000 a year and stuff like that. So like everyone has their reasons, and like who am I to judge? I'm not one to judge, okay? I'm just talking about my preferences. My preferences. I don't really care if they're like super tall, okay? As long as I know that we can be walking downtown at night and like say a guy shows up and what was it? Yeah, and he like I know I'll be safe. That's fine. That's all I care about. Like as long as how should I say this? Sorry, my English isn't really working lately. If I can depend on him as much as he can depend on me, then I think it'll be good. I'll be good, okay? I plan to be very dependable, okay? I say I am quite traditional. Unfortunately, in this economy, you can't be traditional. But like, yeah. Well, that's basically me. I'm not like big into big preferences, because like nobody's perfect. I do have like my specific things, but like say for example, I don't know, he's 27, but he's 5'7". Yeah, he may not be like, oh sorry, no, 5'6". Just an example. Yeah, he may not be the height. He may not have the height, but like he's the right age, and say his personality is like really, really good, and like I know he'll treat me right, okay? Then I'll be fine. Like that's perfectly fine for me. I just know that I won't be like, trouble's not really the word, but like I know I can like be happy with him, you know? That's what's important to me. As long as I can be like happy and comfortable and know how like dependable and loyal he can be, that's enough for me. Oh wow, I glitched for some reason. That's just me. So I have your Ben 10 action figures. Awesome. You know, I didn't watch a lot of Ben 10 back then. I just knew it existed. And I knew like the watch thing and how he'd like turn it, and he'd turn into like an alien monster thing. And now that I think about it, it kind of reminded me of like Beast Boys from Teen Titans. The OG Teen Titans. Teen Titans Go is incredibly cringe. I refuse to watch more than 10 episodes of Teen Titans Go. No. The OG Teen Titans is where it's at. Okay? I would say back then when I would watch Teen Titans, my favorite character was either like Cyborg or Raven. Those two were my favorite characters back then. I did like Raven a little bit more because I've like always loved edgy characters. I don't know why, but I've always been into like edgy characters. So I really liked Raven, but I also thought Cyborg was really cool too. I liked Raven for the sake she was edgy, but I liked Cyborg because I thought he was really cool. So yeah, that was just me. I don't know, Beast Boy like always annoyed me. I don't know if it was his voice or I don't know what it was, but like he always annoyed me so much. I cannot. I think it was mostly his voice, because like he wasn't a bad character. From what the small stuff that I remember, because I haven't watched these cartoons in years. I haven't watched them in years. But like, so like Ben 10, for example, I don't remember a lick of what I watched in Ben 10, besides the little watch thing and how he turned into like an alien thing, okay? But other than that, I do not remember like any character. I don't even remember the story. at all. You know what it was for me when I was a kid? And this is like super dumb, okay? Ben 10 was like freaking like a male magical girl sort of thing. And I was young, okay? I was young. I didn't know magical girls anime was anime. I didn't know what anime was until I was like in literal high school. Okay? I watched anime as a kid, you know, like I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. I watched the super old one. I watched with my mom. And apparently I did watch anime as a kid, but like I never knew the concept of anime until I was in high school, when I had this friend that she was like, I was watching this anime this weekend, and I'm like, what's anime? And then she showed me that. She showed me like what anime she was watching. I don't remember what it was, but like that cartoon looks really similar, or like cartoon style. And she's like, actually, it's not a cartoon, it's anime. So I'm like, okay, now I know what anime is. So yeah, that's me. I didn't figure out what anime was until like high school. Then high school grade 9 specifically. High school grade 9. Because by the time I learned like what anime was and how like I really liked the art style, I became obsessed with it from like let's see. Grade 10 was 8 to 13. Oh my god, what year was grade 10? 11 is 17, 12 is 18. So it's like 16. Like 16. 15 or 16 is when I like really got into anime. Okay? And now that I knew what it was, I could be like, I watched this anime. But for me, every year, or like every single anime before then, I just thought there was like a different style cartoon. That was me. Holy, I've lost like sight of where I was. Showing her age. I've already said I'm in like my mid-20s area. I'm not gonna say exactly like how old I am. No. Silly bands, that's what they were called. Silly bands. Yeah. Lab player hate Nas. It's fine. I don't want to be near a lab player. I don't care at all. You think I'd get swiped if people found out I played Makonkos? Is that like a very big no-no? People find out I play Makonkos? She didn't say voiceless, so I'm fine. I said voiceless. Voiceless was the last one I said. I think it's more of a safety feeling if a guy is tall or buff. Yeah, exactly. Like we were watching not too long ago it was like a True Scary Videos like door cam footage thing, and there was like this dad that like walked down. He was like super big and buff, and I was explaining like I having a partner, like a husband or whatever, like as buff as that. Holy, that'd be great. I'd feel like safe. I'd feel really safe. The thing is, the guy was short, but he was like really buff. And that's like another example, okay? You can be like really good at one thing, and it doesn't matter if you're like bad on the other. Not saying that being short is bad, not at all, okay? Not saying that short is bad. Please tell me you know Courage the Cowardly Dog. The only reason I know Courage the Cowardly Dog is because of that freaking like episode of the Return the Slab thing, and that's because I watched it in like a Scary Stories cartoon thing. that's the only way I know Courage the Cowardly Dog exists, because I wasn't allowed to watch like Teletoon, Cartoon Network, what was the another one? Not 4Kids. What was that other one called? It's like the Canadian version of Nickelodeon. Yeah, Nickelodeon. I wasn't allowed to watch that. There were a lot of like cartoons I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid. It was like a bunch of cartoons that I was not allowed to watch SpongeBob because my mom said that if I watched it, I would become stupid. You know, the first time I watched SpongeBob, I was in grade 5 when I watched SpongeBob for the first time. I was 12. Okay? I was 12 years old when I watched SpongeBob for the first time. And so yeah, there's like, the only like TV cartoons that I like watched was Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, 16, basically like 16. You know, I watched like the first few episodes of Total Drama Island, and then my mom found out I was watching it, and she's like, yeah, you're not watching that anymore. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, the only time I like actually watched other cartoons was when like I was older. Oh, another one I watched. What was the Imaginary Friends? It was something Imaginary Friends. I watched that too. And like when I was older, we had this like TV channel that only showed like retro cartoons. So like when I was a little bit older, I would watch like Thundercats, I watched He-Man, I watched She-Ra, and some other ones. There was another one too. Oh yeah, I watched Dora. I actually have like 2 or 3 VCRs of Dora. That's another cartoon I watched. Basically, every single cartoon on like Treehouse. Yeah, I don't know if Treehouse is a Canadian thing or not. There were so many other shows. They had to be like kid-friendly, mom-approved cartoons. If she didn't like it, I couldn't watch it. I'll be honest, I would even sacrifice Justice League and Young Justice just for Teen Titans having a sequel. Oh, totally. Wasn't there I don't remember if it was like a movie or like a special where the OG Teen Titans did like a collab thing with like the Teen Titans Go. Okay, I don't know if this was like a movie or like a special, but I'm sure there was a time where like they both appeared. So like this was definitely like the Teen Titans Go era. I don't know when it released, honestly, but like it was something like that. I knew I can count on you for being base. These young folk missed out on peak cartoons. True. See, I may not have watched it when it was popular, but I watched it. Okay? But I did not watch like a lot of iconic cartoons like Dexter, Powerpuff Girls, what was the other one? SpongeBob, just a bunch of like iconic cartoons. I didn't watch till I was older. Oh, Courage the Cowardly Dog. I only know it exists because of that like Return the Slab thing. Let's see, Adventure Time. I didn't watch Adventure Time till I was a teenager, and I only knew it existed because my sister introduced it to me. Like my sister, she had a lot more freedom when it came to like TV and cartoons and stuff. She had a lot more freedom than I did. Wait, what did I enter on? You entered of me watching, describing what cartoons I watched when I was much younger. Not even much younger. Psh, I'm just barely getting out of my teen era. I'm totally not in my mid-20s. See, I'm trying to think of some other cartoons I watched. Let's see. Oh, there were some like shows that were like a mixture of like animation and like real life. Sesame Street. That's another one I watched. Sesame Street. I watched that too. Let's see. Yeah, basically Treehouse, which was like a channel specifically like a show for like children and like toddlers and stuff. What was another one? There was this one show where it was like a little girl, a monster, and then like a pig. I don't remember what it was called. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. That's what it was called. That's it, right? No, not math. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. That's the one I'm thinking about, right? Yeah, it's this one. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. There was the one with the couch too. The one with the couch. There was one with like a spider. There was like a roly-poly-oly thing. It was like cartoon robots that like were like spears and stuff. Those ones. Let's just say most of them were just Canadian cartoons. I want to see yeah, roly-poly-oly. That's the one I watched. I watched oh, perfect. There's actually a list here. Okay, Max and Ruby. I did watch Max and Ruby. It was actually my favorite cartoon as a kid. I did watch Little Bear. I did watch Dragon Tales. I don't remember an Oswald. Oh, Miss Spider's Sunny Patch. That's the one I was talking about, the spider. Berenstain Bears, Roly-Poly-Oly, and then Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. Here, Treehouse shows. I wonder if the channel is still up. Let's see. I'm pulling up the shows that I would have had. I wonder. Can someone look up if Treehouse TV, what country it's from? I have a feeling it's Canadian, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Which shows did it have that I recognize? Oh, Caillou. I used to watch Caillou. I did not like Caillou. Ooh, the Backyardigans. No, scratch that. Backyardigans was my favorite child's cartoon. What is this? Oh, Harry and the Bucket Full of Dinosaurs. Yeah, I watched that too. I did watch Max and Ruby, Roly-Poly-Oly, Babar. I did watch Babar. Little Bear. Oh, Timothy Goes to School. Timothy Goes to School is something I watched. Blue's Clues. Yeah, Blue's Clues. And yeah, I don't know any of these other shows. Most of these shows are probably newer. Yeah, Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends. Thank you. Moist did a 2-hour cartoon tier list. I would do a cartoon tier list if I remembered every single cartoon I watched when I was. But would I do like toddler age or like older aged? Here, I wanna look up Canadian cartoons, and I want to see if I know any of them. Let's see. I know for a fact that Total Drama is Canadian. Same with 16. I know 16 is also Canadian. Okay, let's see. Paw Patrol is Canadian? Okay, yeah, there it is. Total Drama. Ruby Gloom. Isn't that the one about the vampire? Oh yeah, Wildcrats. I used to watch Wildcrats, but like the OG ones, not like the new ones. Let's see. Oh, my sister would watch Super Y. This is like she watched Super Y. Let's see. Ooh, Johnny Test. I used to watch Johnny Test when I was older. I wasn't like a kid much. I was definitely older. But I watched Johnny Test. Backyardigans, yeah. The Magic School Bus. Oh yeah, Care Bears. I watched Care Bears. I don't know any of these things. Gargoyles, Jacob Tutu, Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Ed, Ed, and Eddie was one of the cartoons I wasn't allowed to watch. I wasn't allowed to watch that. All of these are new. Oh yeah, Handy Manny. I watched that too. Yeah, Harry and the Bucket Full of Dinosaurs. Oh, Scaredy Squirrel! I completely forgot about that show. Oh, Madeline. I used to watch Madeline. Inspector Gadget? No, I didn't really watch Inspector Gadget. But yeah, so now I can see that most of the cartoons I watched as a kid were Canadian. But like, if you could mention like any other cartoons now, probably I watched them when I was like already like a preteen. I was in my preteen phase. Jetix? Didn't Jetix turn into like Disney X or something though? I'm sure that's what happened to it. It turned into like Disney X. I wasn't really allowed to watch the Disney Channel. I don't know why. There wasn't a lot of bad stuff on Yeah, I was sure that I heard somewhere that Jetix turned into Disney X. Ooh, Totally Spies and Arthur. 16. Yeah, those were other shows I watched as a kid. Let's see. What happened to, what was it called? Jetix. Okay. Oh yeah, it has an I in it. Oh, see, there we go. Jetix was a brand of action and adventure programming owned by Walt Disney Company that was phased out and discontinued in 2009, with most international channels being rebranded as XD, sorry. Or Disney Channel. Yeah, see, it turned into like Disney Channel and stuff. So I guess it's technically still around, but it was just like renamed. Of course Disney bought it. Disney buys everything. I'd be surprised if Disney didn't buy something. What about Popeye? I did watch Popeye, but that was definitely like years ago. Oh, there was also another cartoon. I think it was called like Franny's Shoes or something. Franny's Shoes. Or Franny's... something like that. Franny's Shoes, was it? Franny's Feet, that's what it was called. It was a show about like this little girl, and I think it was like her grandpa that like owned a shoe shop, and she would put on like shoes from a customer that would like drop it off for like repairs, and then she would like I don't really remember how much. Like, it was a lot more of like my sister's show than mine, but we would definitely watch it together. So yeah, she would like put on these shoes, and then she would go on like some kind of adventure with it. Disney will own all franchises. Oh yeah, definitely. I used to love the show with the bucket. Yeah. See, most of those Canadians do give good stuff. Canadians are like awesome in some perspectives. I only remember the Japan movie where Starfire and Robin had a kiss scene. Was that the one where like Starfire kissed like a random guy and then like she explains that she can speak the language of like the person she kisses and that's why she was able to speak Japanese? Is that the one? OMG, my youngest brother's fave show was Backyardigans. He's still a teen, so maybe you are not so old. Yeah. Backyardigans was so cool. I loved all the songs. The songs were good. Actually, sometimes like live streams show up in my YouTube recommended of like different shows. Like I've seen like Yu-Gi-Oh! DM. I've seen Zexal. What's another show? Miraculous Ladybug. That's also like a stream that like shows up in my YouTube. And which other one? Oh yeah, I found Backyardigans the other day. So like I was watching it and I was like reminiscing of like what I used to watch. And now that I'm an adult and I'm like watching the cartoons I used to watch back then, I tried to watch like the Berenstain Bears and I got bored really quickly, so I just like clicked off of it. So I guess that's one show that I used to watch that I now think is dumb. And don't get me wrong, did I think Backyardigans is still as peak as I thought it was when I was younger? No, obviously not, because I'm like older. But it's definitely like it's still as I can still see why I liked it so much. To sum up this stream, may be old, but she's a based aunt. I'm not an aunt yet. You know what? I will accept the aunt title when I'm 30. I will accept it when I'm 30. Okay? Or 35. Okay? I will accept the aunt title. But that's not for a while. That's not for a while. Lazy Town. Oh yeah, I watched Lazy Town too. Let's see. I'm not really including like the movies I used to watch as a kid because like most of them were like Disney or Pixar movies. Yeah. Disney and Pixar movies from back then were like totally awesome. Things started going kind of downhill after like Despicable Me 3 came out. I was never the biggest fan of the Minions. Well, that's because, you know, like I was a lot older when it came out. But like I was never the biggest fan of like Minions. I never understood why they were as popular as like they are. But like I can see why children think they like I can see why children like it. But you know what children love the most, especially when I'm like working? I told them that I know the song Let It Go from the movie like Frozen, and like there aren't a lot of girls in that school. There are a lot more boys. But like every time I like go to work, they're like, "Can you sing Let It Go? Can you sing Let It Go?" And like I don't remember the entire song. So if I'm reaching like the middle part of the song and I'm like and I'm just like sitting there trying to remember the lyrics. And then like in my last shift, they were asking like, "Can you sing Moana? And like all these new Disney movies that I have not watched. The quote unquote newest Disney movie that I've watched was Encanto. But like Moana, any of these new movies, I don't really know. Yeah, that's basically it. The last like peak movie I watched that I would call like definitely like my top 3 favorite was Megamind. Megamind is like a masterpiece. Megamind is a masterpiece. And when I found out they were making like a second Megamind, I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. But like, when I was seeing reviews about it, and a lot of people were saying like, it's really bad. I haven't seen anything this bad in so long. And I'm like, oh no, what happened? And then I watched like a clip, or I don't remember if it was a clip or like a trailer. I don't remember. But I watched it and I'm like, oh my god, this is garbage. What did they do to my Megamind? For one, they got rid of Will Ferrell. Second, they got rid of David Cross. Third, they got rid of Tina Fey. And they were like the best. Yeah, now all they did was like replace them with like imitations. And I heard that they changed Minion's name. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember, but they changed it to something, and I'm like, why would you change Peak? Why would you change Peak? I will make sure to call you Aunt right when you turn 30. Of course. You're gonna have to wait a while for that, buddy. Like mine too, exactly. Lucky for you, I'm a real uncle, so I'm the old one in the community. Ha ha. Ha ha. I'm kidding. Megamind 2 watch party when? Here, I will do a Megamind 2 watch party. I will be a drinking game every time there's an incredibly cringe joke. How about that? Or every time like I cringe in general, which will probably be the entire thing, meaning I would be drunk in like the first 5 minutes. I also heard there's like a Megamind show on like a streaming service. I heard there was one, but you know what? With Megamind 2 being such a disaster, I don't really want to watch it. And I especially don't want to pay for a streaming service just to watch a Megamind show. You know? Shrek 1 is a masterpiece. Oh, definitely. But I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't know. But my hot take is Shrek 2 is better than Shrek 1. That's my hot take. Shrek 2 is better than Shrek 1. Do you agree with me? Yes or no? Not to say that Shrek 1 is bad. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that Shrek 2 is better than Shrek 1. That's because like Shrek started going downhill with the third movie. I owned Shrek 3 on CD, and it was super boring, and it was super dumb too. It was really dumb. Probably, and this is like another like really weird thing to say, but like the only interesting part of the movie was like the dramatic king death, like when the dad died. Oh wait, shoot, did I spoil for people that haven't watched Shrek 3? I'm sorry. You know what? I don't care. Don't watch Shrek 3. It sucks. Yeah, that's like the only part of the movie I actually like laughed at. That and when like the princesses like attacked. That was like the only part of Shrek 3 that I was like genuinely invested in. Everything else I'm like, what the hell is going on? Shrek 4, that was the one with like Rumpelstiltskin. That movie, it also sucked, but it was not as bad as 3. So if you had to ask me, which one would I rewatch? Shrek 3 or 4? I would say 4. I would watch 4 again. It's lukewarm. You know what? I'll accept it. I'll accept it. You know what? One day we'll do a Shrek marathon. Minion was changed to Chum. Chum? No. What did they do? Why did they do that? What was wrong with Minion? There was nothing wrong with Minion. What did they try and do? Like the thing they do with like 4Kids and like try and localize the names or like the foods and stuff? You know, kind of like the whole thing with Pokemon where they change rice balls to like, what was it, a sandwich or like a donut or something? Because they tried to localize it. Is that what they tried to do? They tried to, like, why? There wasn't even anything wrong with Minion. That's not a hot take. That's a fact. It's the perfect sequel. Thank you. Thank you. Because it had the perfect playlist. Or, like, OST. Not original, sorry. It had the best soundtrack. Okay? It brought in Puss in Boots. And Puss in Boots is, like, one of my favorite characters. They had the banger scene where the fairy godmother like sings and stuff. That is like probably one of the best like scenes in like all of cinema. And there's another thing too, but like that's it. But what did I enjoy about Shrek 1? Donkey was a lot funnier in Shrek 1. Shrek said the word jackass in it. I remember that. When I watched it for the first time, I was younger, and I'm like, oh, Shrek said a bad word. Because, like, I didn't know at the time that, like, jackass also meant, like, donkey. Or like, ass in general, like, also meant donkey. Or was it that? No, it was jackass. Jackass, like, means donkey. Or another word, at least. But, like, at the time, I was like, oh, Shrek said a bad word. That's a bad word. Yeah, and blueberries are actually purple. Big whoop. Shrek 3 was meh? Nah, it wasn't even meh. It wasn't even meh. It was, like, garbage. It wasn't even funny, too. Like, all the jokes were, like, incredibly cringe. Like, when they went to the high school, and, like, Shrek was trying to be all, like, high school, and, like, oh my gosh, I don't know. The entire high school thing was, like, dumb and cringe. I didn't like it. When I rewatch Shrek 1, it's still worth watching it. So well made. Oh, it's so well made. Sorry, I can't read. Yeah, like I said, Shrek 1 isn't bad. I really like Shrek 1. But if I were to be given the opportunity, would you rather watch Shrek 1 or 2? I would say 2. Not to say that Shrek 1 is bad. It has the almighty Facebook meme. For one, there's the Facebook meme. And 2, it's the beginning with the song All-Star. It has 2 big memes, okay? But story-wise and funny-wise, I would have to say that goes to Shrek 2. Shrek 4. Yeah, Shrek 4 was really bad, and it was really cringe. I really didn't like it. But, like I said earlier, I would much prefer to watch that again than Shrek 3. And don't get me started with the new Shrek trailer for the reboot. Oh, no. I'm, like, 100% convinced that was just, like, a troll. I refuse to admit, I refuse to accept that they're making a Shrek 5 and that was the trailer for it. I refuse to accept it. I refuse. I never watched Minions, I'll be honest. They're both really cringe. I think they're like 2 Minions movies. They're both really cringe. I didn't really like it. I mean, like, if I were to compare the two, I think I would like the second one better. The one where like it shows like Gru growing up and stuff. I think I much prefer the second one than the first one, but I do think that the Minion movies are really cringe. I have to say, all the Despicable Me movies, I think there are like 3, I think. Yeah, 3, not counting the Minions movies. I have to say, the second one is my favorite. I really like the second one. The first one was like really mid. The vector thing really annoyed me. I thought it was really annoying. But I really liked the second one. I would definitely rewatch that. Jelly-filled donuts? Yeah, that. And I enjoyed Inside Out Fight Me. Oh, I liked Inside Out. But again, I much preferred the sequel. Inside Out wasn't bad, the first one. It wasn't bad at all. In fact, it made me cry. Around like the ending part, it did make me cry when I watched it in theaters. But like, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is the best movie ever. I liked the second one a lot more. I especially liked Anxiety. Anxiety was my favorite character in the second movie. And I really liked how instead of just like the 2 emotions leaving like the place, that it was all like the basic emotions. And like how he was saying, we're bottled up emotions or something like that. I really liked that. I feel like Shrek 2 is too vanilla. Shrek is like the underdog. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Have you seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? I have seen it. Oh my god, that is peak cinema. The Last Wish is so much better than the first one. It's so much better. Not only is the animation just like incredible, but like the story itself, it's so good. I like Perrito. Perrito was my favorite character in that one. I don't know, Kitty Softpaws or whatever her name was. She was a little bit more irritating in that movie. I liked her a lot better in the first one, but like, she was still cool, I guess. But no. The Last Wish is so much better. 100% much better. Shrek 4 is good. The only issue for me is the pacing. You mean like it was too fast? Because that's how I felt it was. I felt it was too fast. Like one moment he's freaking out at his kid's birthday party. The next thing you know, he's in like a different dimension where he never met Fiona. Oh shoot, am I spoiling it again? I'm sorry. I'll stop talking. Now there are a lot of movies that like they can be good at the first movie can be really good, but like the second one is better. That definitely happens a few times. The times where it doesn't happen though, like take Mulan for example. The first movie was amazing. It's definitely one of my favorite Disney movies. I loved Mulan. But the second one, oh my god, it was like a disaster show. It was so bad. I hated it so much. I hated it. And you know what? I am glad that The Princess and the Frog, my favorite Disney movie of all time, did not get a sequel. I'm glad it didn't get a sequel I feel like The Princess and the Frog ended like perfectly the way it did. Yeah, I will stand by this every single time. Princess and the Frog is definitely one of the most well-written Disney movies of all time. I stand by that. And you cannot change my mind. Personally, it's very hard to properly make a girl boss movie and it being like really good, okay? But like Tiana and Mulan, they were like total girl bosses and it was like the best movie ever. They need to make movies like that again. They need to stop making live action movies and start making cartoons like the good old days. New emotion, depression. They even made that cat a separate show. Oh, you mean like the Prince and the Frog one? I mean, not, sorry, the Puss in Boots? I heard it's on Netflix. Non-stop spoilers. I'm sorry, but when I'm talking about movies I just like can't shut up. The time frame is 24 hours after the deal is made, and with the story, it wasn't long enough to play it out properly. Yeah, I definitely feel like the whole like newly built romance between Fiona and Shrek was just like way too short. Like, she hates him for like a few hours, and then when they like start fighting, they're suddenly like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. And I'm like, well, that was fast. Normally that stuff takes like a few days. And like, they barely know each other. Like, you start beating each other up and then you suddenly like fall in love. Like, what? No. I didn't like that. Last 2D movie Disney made, and it was a banger. Peak Villain. Oh, definitely. I love his song. What was the movie that came out after Princess and the Frog? Yeah. What was Disney's last 2D movie? I want 2D in general. Oh, apparently it was Winnie and the Pooh. Oh, it wasn't Princess and the Frog. Oh, why am I doing that? Yeah, it says here, Disney's last 2D movie was in 2011, was the 2011 film Winnie and the Pooh, not The Princess and the Frog 2009, as is often believed. While The Princess and the Frog was a final new 2D animated story feature with... Oh my god, I cannot for the life of me read. Princess and the Frog was the final new 2D animation story feature and a significant return to the classic 2D style. Winnie and the Pooh was released 2 years later as the last official traditional animated film from Walt Disney Animation Studios before their definitive switch to 3D CGI animation. Oh. Yeah, I never really watched any like Winnie the Pooh thing since I wasn't really into it. I only watched one Winnie and the Pooh movie, and that was the Tigger movie. That's because like I own it. I own it, so that's the only reason I know it exists. Yeah, but then like 3D movies came out, and I think the only the 3D movies like I actually enjoyed was Rapunzel or Tangled, sorry. That's what the movie is called. And I really liked Encanto. I thought I wasn't gonna like Encanto, but I actually really liked it. Cause like Frozen, very mid. What other ones? Moana, I haven't really watched it, but like ugh. I don't know. It just, I watched the trailer and it doesn't really like grab my attention. And I can't think of anything else. Oh, what? Okay, that's what I get for playing with the cable. Yeah, I haven't watched Moana. What's another 3D movie? I've lost interest in Disney movies. I don't remember. Was Cars Disney or was that Pixar? I think Cars was Pixar. Yeah, most of the early 3D movies was Pixar. So no, that wasn't it. Yeah, I basically like forgotten most of the like quote unquote newest Disney movies. I stopped watching Disney when after Princess and the Frog. That's all I know. Hold on, I'm doing that. But yeah, the last peak movie I watched was Megamind. See, Princess and the Frog is my favorite Disney movie, but Megamind is my favorite movie of like all time. That I should probably make that more clear. Princess and the Frog is my favorite Disney movie, while Megamind is my favorite movie. That's what they mean by love at first sight, bruh. I don't believe in love at first sight. When people say love at first sight, I'm like, yeah, right. Moana is great. Is it really? I know people really liked the fact that The Rock was voicing the curly haired guy. I don't know his name. But like I know that The Rock was in that movie. Dwayne Rock Johnson. I just call him The Rock. Disney owns Pixar. Yeah, I know that. I know that. Ooh, another movie I know is Disney's sad attempt to make what was it? Celebrate 100 years. They made that stupid ass movie Wish. Okay, I didn't watch it, but I've heard like so many bad things about it. Like the fact that people literally think that the entire movie was written by AI. And like I also heard that all the songs are like really, really bad. That those were like also written by AI. So I do not plan to watch Wish. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other Disney movies I like. Oh, was WALL-E Disney or Pixar? I think it was Pixar. But WALL-E, despite very little actual dialogue, is also an amazing movie. I love WALL-E so much. It is so cute. It is so cute. The Incredibles are good. Incredibles is really good. I really like the first movie. I didn't like the second movie very much. I watched it, and yeah, I didn't like it very much. What, the first movie came out in like 2004. I know that because that's when my sister was born. And I think the second one came out in 2017. Let me check. When did Incredibles 2 come out? There we go. Oh, 2018. I was a year off. Yeah, it came out 14 years later. And, yeah. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But it just wasn't great. It wasn't great. Seen The Mask? I have seen The Mask. And it is I don't care what people say. It's a great movie. I love The Mask. I really, really did. I thought it was really funny. Do you like Lilo and Stitch? I love Lilo and Stitch. I love it. Most of the OG Disney movies I love. Basically every single 2D movie that Disney has released, I love. Like, don't get me wrong, I love some more than the others. But definitely I love Lilo and Stitch, which is why I was devastated when I found out they were making a live action. 100%. And now I heard that the latest live action movie they're thinking of making, if not they're already in production, is I think they're making like a Moana live action now. And yeah. I don't plan on watching it. I don't plan on watching any live action. Like, I didn't watch the Lion King live action. I didn't watch the Snow White live action. I haven't watched a single live action movie. Because I do not want the thing ruined for me. Oh, there was a Mulan live action, and I heard that was really, really bad. Because they didn't, like, stick to the original story at all. And a lot of people were annoyed. It's the Jim Carrey movie. Yeah, a lot of people like Jim Carrey. My mom actually doesn't like Jim Carrey because she thinks his acting is like over the top. But like that's what made him famous. His like over the top acting is what made Jim Carrey like famous. Like I really liked him in Liar Liar. I watched Liar Liar when I was older. Yeah, not even that old. I was like 12. And I watched Liar Liar with my parents. And I really liked him in that movie. But no. I have to say that Jim Carrey's best has to be The Mask. Disney doesn't try anymore? Oh yeah, definitely. You know, I watched a video. I watched a video of a person explaining like why Disney's songs don't like hit as hard as like the old ones. And it's saying mostly because like there was this one songwriter, I don't really know his name. He worked on Encanto. And like it was really good. His songs were really good. But then like when it came to like Wish, for example, or Moana 2, I heard Moana 2 wasn't very good. But yeah, they had like new songwriters for that movie. And yeah. Oh yeah, he theorized in that video that he felt, in his opinion, that Disney told these two songwriters they were like, copy this guy's music style and put it in this movie. And that's a bad thing. And honestly, you could tell it like 100% wasn't him, because you cannot copy an artist's style. I think the example they showed was in like Wish, I think, in like the very first song, where like they tried to make her sing like really, really fast, kind of like in Encanto, like when Mirabel, she was singing like the first song and like really, really fast, and like a lot of people like that song. So they tried to do that again in Wish, and people hated it. So yeah, like I said, you can't copy some people's art. No. I had to watch The Mask on repeat as a kid so much that my grandma hid the VHS. Yeah. Girl, are you a live action movie? Because you're killing it. That's a good one. Moana's gonna be white. No, I think it's already been confirmed that they have an actress, and she's from like, yeah. I remember seeing like a YouTube short saying like the original voice actress for Moana, like they offered her to do it, but she said no, and because she wanted to give the chance of to another actress. And I'm like, that's totally fair. I think The Rock is still doing the guy though. I don't remember the guy's name because, you know, I didn't watch the movie. Ba, ba, ba. Wish more like Timu. True. So incredibly true. But yeah, it's a shame because Disney definitely had like a lot of good stuff. But what's good is that it's giving a lot of chances for like indie animation to like really rise up. And I've been like trying to watch like indie animation, and I watched like all of like Hell of a Boss. Oh, actually, the season 2 trailer of Has Been Hotel came out today, and it is really good. The animation has improved a lot, and I think it's gonna be really good. So I'm waiting for Has Been Hotel season 2 to show up. But I remember early on watching that what's the one that Glitch came out with? Not Murder Drones. I really liked Murder Drones. The Amazing Digital Circus. I remember not liking the pilot, the first, second, and third. The first, second, and third episodes. I really didn't like them. I thought they were like really boring. So like I was gonna like stop watching it. But then I watched the fourth episode, and I'm like, you know what? It really improved. I might watch the rest. I watched the 5th episode, and the 5th episode was actually really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. And ooh, the 6th episode when it came out, ooh, that was probably one of the best. That was probably one of the best indie animation videos I've like ever seen. It was definitely really good. And now everyone is like desperately waiting for like episode 7 to come out. And like episode 6 was definitely like, it was definitely well written. It was definitely well written. I didn't like the pilot very much because, well, you know, usually the pilot is always really boring. It doesn't matter like what show it is. The pilot is usually like the most boring. The first episode, I didn't like it the second one, I didn't like it very much. I just felt the story itself was kind of bland. And like the lack of like interesting music was also really sad. But I think it was mostly like by the time it like aired, I was like already watching like Hell of a Boss, and I was like obsessed with Hell of a Boss's music. So like I think there's that. The 3rd episode I also thought was really boring. A lot of people liked it because well, actually not a lot of people. I think if I remember correctly, I saw a short saying that episode 3 was like the least liked Amazing Digital Circus episode. But yeah, I personally didn't like that one. But 4, I watched 4. It was really good. I really liked 4. I wouldn't call it the best. It still wasn't like great. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get so hooked. No. But it was definitely a lot better than the other ones. Episode 5 was really, really good. I really did like that one. And you know what? Another reason why I gave it a chance is because it has Michael Kovac, the famous indie voice actor. He's in everything, right? He's known for being in everything. He's not in like the new Glitch show that's coming out, like the Knights of Guinevere, I think it's what it's called. It's being made by the person that created the Owl House. And I heard, it's rumored, but you know, we've never gotten like actual confirmation, that the entire thing is basically like one big show just roasting Disney. It's like one big like F you to Disney. And I think that's pretty awesome. But like, I watched the trailer. Same with like the Gaslight District. I watched the trailer for the Gaslight District, but I don't know, it was really mid. I really didn't like it that much. But I don't know. Maybe when the second episode, like for the Gaslight District, comes out, I'll probably watch it. But have a good night, Max. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Yeah, finally, go to sleep. Go to sleep. What is it? 2 a.m. 2, 3 a.m. I like Murder Drone's pilot, but as I watched the show, I felt like they were getting lost in the sauce. I think it's, personally speaking, it started falling off in the camping episode. I think that's like episode 3. I wasn't the biggest fan of that episode. And I think for the final episode, it left a lot of stuff in like thin air. I don't know. I just wasn't really satisfied with Murder Drones' ending. Not to say that it was bad, because it wasn't. I actually really liked Murder Drones. But it just isn't. It wasn't like the most satisfying thing in the world, you know? Like, they never explained what happened to Uzi's mom. They never showed like any further development and like the relationship between Uzi and N. So like there was just like a lot of stuff left hanging. So I was like, it was great. And I watched the entire thing. And enjoyed it. But like I just didn't like the ending. I really like the Digital Circus now though. Like I was saying, the first 3 episodes were like really mid. But 4, 5, and 6 were pretty good. I think out of those 3, 6 has to be my favorite. The performance from Michael Kovac was so amazing. I'm like, holy moly! I don't think for an indie animation voice actor, oh my gosh, is he good? But he's also like really well known, like above, like around the internet. So I chose a solid 8 out of 10. Which one? Digital Circus. I like the Digital Circus. I really like it. You know, I love edgy characters, so obviously Jax is gonna be my favorite character. And like, I really liked him in episode 6, but it was like, episode 6 itself was like a big mystery. And like the ending was crazy too. The ending of episode 6 was crazy. So I'm really excited for episode 7. I really hope it comes out soon. I think it's rumored that it's going to be coming out sometime in October because people were worried because with like the Gaslight District and the Knights of Guinevere coming out, people thought it was gonna like get really delayed, kind of like what happened with Murder Drones and Digital Circus. But apparently they explained that, and that Glitch has like a bigger team now, so like they have enough people to only have a team for what was it, for Digital Circus, a full team for Gaslight District, and another full team for Knights of Guinevere. So I think it's been like confirmed that the episodes are going to be like around like 2 months apart. So yeah, I think it's going to be coming. A lot of people say it's coming out in October. They don't have a day, but like they come out. A lot of people are saying October, but I don't know. All I know is that I really liked it, and I'm really excited for episode 7. From what like the what do you call it? The creator, Gooseworks, has like explained, is that like episode 7 and 8, they're like, she explained that they were like 2-parters. That yeah, it was gonna be, the episode was originally supposed to be like 1 episode, but it was really long. So they switched it to like episode 7 and then episode 8. And I think that's a good idea, because like having an episode that's too long will kind of like, a lot of people will be like turned off by it. They're like, I don't want to watch like a 1 or 2 hour episode. Like, as much as I like it, I don't want to watch a 1 hour episode. I may as well go like watch a movie or something. And I agree with that. I know that I definitely would do that. I've learned my lesson from me making videos. Yeah. I like mostly with like the theories that people come up with. And it's not just Digital Circus, but like Helluva Boss, what do you call it? Has Been, and really like any indie animation too. Like when people come up with theories about it, I really like watching them. What do you call it? Yeah. I really like listening to people like theorize about certain things. So then I'll be like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. And like, oh, this doesn't make that much sense. So I really like watching like theory videos on stuff. Oh, you would watch it? I would watch it, but like I don't think I'd be able to like sit there and like pay attention to like the full hour. I could probably watch like, if it's like an hour, I would probably watch like the 30 minutes, stop, and then watch like the next 30 minutes like the day after. Cause I can't just like sit there and watch a 1 hour thing. The first episode tells you most of the lore, which you wouldn't notice without watching it the second time. What, the Digital Circus? Or what? I don't know what you're talking about. Speaking of which, tomorrow's the 10th, right? Yeah, there's a new Helluva Boss episode coming on the 10th on Prime. Because they said there's not going to be a second season. There's not, from what I heard, there's not going to be a second season, but they do want to release like shorts. That's what I heard. They're going to release the 9 episodes. And they want to do shorts. I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I've heard that they want to. Tomorrow's the 11th? No, it's not. It's still September 9, 2025. For me, it's 10:25 p.m. That's because I live on the Pacific. So, no. Hold up, wait a second. Oh, speak of the devil! The song Friends on the Other Side from Princess and the Frog showed up in my YouTube recommended. That's funny. It just shows that they're always listening. They are always listening. It's something you can't deny. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here for today. I'm like yawning. So I think I'm gonna end it here for today. It was really nice to be back. I really want to come back tomorrow for Twitch. Hopefully my timing will be okay. And yeah, I think that's everything. Oh yeah, I won't be able to play any like PS4 games or any fighting games because when my sister came over, she wanted to borrow my my PS4 controller, and I don't have another one, so I let her borrow it. So there's not going to be any fighting games or stuff like that. So I'll probably just continue with like the whole Elden Ring Master Duel thing. Yeah, and I'm gonna try and be back tomorrow. So hold up. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be everything. Thank you for coming to this short stream. Well, it's not even that short. It's almost 2 hours long. yeah. So, I hope you all have a very good morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you next time. Oh, also, my surprise is coming soon, probably like next week. Okay, that's all I want to say. Okay, bye.
The floor was gold, and time stood still just like they told. You said, let's dance, forget the world. Then gently spun me, lips uncurled. Your eyes said more than words allow. But morning came, and not you now. One night at the sun.